In this Lex Fridman podcast summary, Walter Isaacson, renowned author and biographer, intensively explores the role that a challenging upbringing has in shaping great minds. He mentions figures such as Leonardo Da Vinci, Albert Einstein, and Elon Musk, all of whom underwent adversity in their formative years. He counters the belief that hardship is a prerequisite for greatness by stating some people with happy childhoods do quite well, but finds a commonality among the driven individuals who harnessed their childhood traumas to achieve extraordinary successes. A key part of the conversation revolves around Elon Musk's tumultuous upbringing with a psychologically difficult father that led to him developing a complex character, often taking high risks and displaying a resilience to adversity. Musk, as described by Isaacson, has an almost Jekyll and Hyde personality, toggling from his engineering mode, charismatic mode, and visionary mode to demon mode, a darkness triggered by unresolved parts of his past. Isaacson reveals, Grimes says, I can tell a minute or two in advance when demon mode's about to happen and he'll go a bit dark. Isaacson affirms that one way to deal with the challenges of life is by harnessing one's personal demons. Recognizing personal strengths and weaknesses, he says, are vital in propelling one's trajectory and is crucial in determining whether one is a doer, like Musk, or an observer. This dichotomy is deepened as Isaacson himself shares a personal reflection about his time running CNN, saying that he learned he had the talent to observe people closely and write about them rather than managing an organization. A pertinent theme in the discussion is empathy, how varying degrees of empathy can shape a person in terms of business and personal relationships. Musk, according to Isaacson, has vision-oriented empathy towards larger goals rather than towards individuals. Isaacson also notes that recognizing one's superpower is essential, and Musk's superpower, in Isaacson's perspective, is his raw passion for cosmic missions. These encompass his drive for humans to become a multi-planetary species, transitioning to sustainable energy, and the safe utilization of artificial intelligence. Isaacson ultimately reaffirms the transformative power of adversity. He conveys a message of hope and inspiration to young people going through hardships. While painful, these experiences can lead one to accomplish remarkable things in the world if they learn to walk side by side with their demons. Thus, the recounting of these prominent figures' lives presents more than a narrative arc of triumph over adversity. They evoke a study of resilience and the indomitable human spirit. The transcript explores the similarities between highly successful innovators like Leonardo da Vinci, Albert Einstein, Steve Jobs, and Elon Musk, demonstrating their shared characteristic of being misfits. It also delves deep into their unique approach to problem solving and highlights the effectiveness of visual thinking and innovatively dealing with adversity. Isaacson provides a detailed insight into Jennifer Doudna, the Nobel Prize-winning pioneer of gene editing. Despite being told by her school counselor that maths and science weren't for girls, she became a trailblazer in her field. Isaacson illustrates how books like The Double Helix can serve as inspirations, particularly for those who might feel out of place. The segment dives into the interconnectedness of the various aspects of manufacturing, design, and innovation. Isaacson illustrates Musk's strategy of immersive involvement in his factories, which extends the design process right through to the manufacturing stages and allows for a deeper understanding of the product, its manufacturing, and any potential issues. This end-to-end control yields higher efficiency and innovation. He asserts that Musk even adapts the manufacturing process based on current hurdles, a strategy that strengthens the company's innovative capacities. Musk's intriguing approach towards Tesla's autopilot system is discussed in depth. Fridman and Isaacson delve into Tesla's transition from relying on external sensors to depending solely on vision that is among the major shifts. This transformation is based on Musk's application of first principles, starting with the basis that humans are capable of driving purely through visual input. The discourse encapsulates Isaacson's notion that these innovators' ability to think visually, combined with their resolute determination, enables them to confidently venture into unknown territories. As Isaacson puts it, they are confidently exploring a dark room and building and iterating on their ideas, actively engaging with any challenges that are discovered along the way. Isaacson explicates the evolution of Tesla's autopilot system under Musk's guidance. It transitioned from a rules-based system to one rooted in artificial intelligence and machine learning, spurred by continuously ingesting a vast volume of video data. The shadow mode operation allows this AI-driven system to learn from millions of human inputs, selecting only the best decisions made by top-performing drivers. This transformative evolution in autopilot technology underscores Isaacson's assertion of the remarkable traits shared by these pioneers, their resilience in the face of adversity, and their relentless pursuit of out-of-the-box ideas. While Musk's impulsivity and obsession may appear to brim on the brink of eccentric, Isaacson suggests that sometimes such characteristics are the driving force behind revolutionary innovations. Musk, much like previous innovators such as Steve Jobs or even the pioneers who founded America, is fueled by his adventurous spirit, moving confidently forward even without a clear path. Citing the example of the pioneering rockets and Starship of SpaceX that suffered several failures before proving successful, Isaacson asserts that the fear of failure and abundant caution against risk can stifle innovation. He criticizes an overbearing culture of regulation that deters risk-taking and hinders progress, contrasting it with the innate sense of adventure and resilience of entrepreneurs like Musk. Isaacson's emphasis is on Musk's determination to undertake intense experimentation with technologies, be it with Tesla's autopilot system or SpaceX. Musk's vision, according to Isaacson, goes beyond producing a cool car or a rocket ship. It encompasses the development of embodied AI systems that can interpret the world at a breadth and depth hitherto unachieved. Returning to the discourse on Musk's approach in Tesla, Isaacson elaborates on his strategy of relentlessly pursuing improvements, even if they involve radical changes. He cites Musk saying, "If anyone is offended, I just want to say this. Did you think I was going to be a chill, normal dude?" This attitude is reflective of Musk's disregard for convention and his unyielding commitment to challenging the status quo. Isaacson laments that society often fails to appreciate the aspect of madness or perceived instability he identifies in innovators like Musk, who often upend norms and expectations in their pursuit of revolutionary ideas. He suggests that this madness often manifests as a refusal to accept mediocrity, a trait he considers essential, albeit contentious, in leaders who genuinely wish to change the world. Discernibly contrasting Musk's expectations from his teams with the modern emphasis on psychological safety and work-life balance, Isaacson outlines Musk's demand for an all-in commitment. While appearing harsh, this requirement serves not only as a high yet explicit bar for excellence, but also facilitates self-selection, enabling potential team members to align themselves with their preferred lifestyle and philosophical leanings. Overall, Isaacson expounds on Musk's emphasis on intensity, urgency, and perseverance, despite the inherent challenges and criticisms. His insistence on unfiltered honesty, even when it hurts, is a manifestation of his overarching principle: relentless and uncompromising pursuit of revolutionary innovation, no matter the hurdles. According to Isaacson's analysis of Musk, Twitter was ripe for Musk's takeover for numerous reasons. Musk, who was already successful with Tesla and SpaceX at this point, demonstrated a deep dissatisfaction with his successes, yearning for more challenges, risks, and ventures. Drawn into Twitter's drama, Musk began secretly buying shares, mulling over the future direction, and sources say he was even offered a board seat. This portion explores Musk's strategy at Twitter, which was dramatically different from the status quo and polarizing among his circles. Despite suggestions from friends and family that he should start a fresh social media company, Musk considered Twitter's pre-established user base as a necessity for his vision. Musk's radical overhaul saw him firing about 85% of Twitter's staff, an action that echoes his approach at Tesla, SpaceX, and other ventures. Prioritizing hardcore excellence, Musk's system of recruitment focused on brilliance, commitment, and loyalty, with an emphasis on the latter. The host Lex Fridman then asks Isaacson to delve into 3 key markers of Musk's hiring process: excellence, trustworthiness, and drive. Isaacson presents Musk's skip-level meetings as an example of the Tesla CEO's direct and stringent approach to team assessment and management, explaining how Musk prefers meeting and questioning junior-level staff over their seniors to gain insights and identify potential leaders. Trustworthiness, Isaacson states, was especially important for Musk, especially after his takeover of Twitter. More than professional commitment or excellence, Musk prioritized loyalty within his teams. Proceedings of Twitter's takeover shed light on Musk's notoriety for spur-of-the-moment decisions, reflecting his ride-or-die approach to business. Isaacson, during his discussion with Fridman, suggests that Musk's recruitment strategy provides an exciting study in leadership. His system may have been ruthless and demanding, but it undeniably produced results, sometimes fostered through late-night phone calls or impulsively handing project reins to junior team members. For those resilient enough to withstand Musk's high-pressure environment, the rewards were significant: positions of leadership, involvement in groundbreaking projects, and the opportunity to push the boundaries of traditional industry practices. In this episode of the Lex Fridman podcast, Walter Isaacson delves into the personality and management style of Elon Musk, drawing fascinating comparisons between Musk's approach to managing Twitter, Tesla, SpaceX, and the other ventures. He emphasizes Musk's intriguing habit of not only firing around 85% of existing staff in his takeovers, but also vetting new employees based on their loyalty and commitment. Isaacson, in response to Fridman's questions, outlines the importance of trustworthiness and drive in Elon's recruitment practices. For instance, Musk would arrange skip-level meetings, meeting junior staff over their seniors to gauge their potential and insights. Notably, Musk preferred loyalty over professional accomplishment or excellence. Isaacson reveals that Musk would review Slack messages of potential hires to assess their commitment and loyalty, showing his intense and uncompromising style. Musk's leadership style, while being contentious, yields excellent results. His sometimes spontaneous decisions, like late-night phone calls or handing over major projects to junior team members, foster innovation and drive. For those able to survive the high-pressure environment, the rewards are extraordinary, leading to leadership positions, involvement in game-changing projects, and the chance to disrupt industry norms. Isaacson further discusses Musk's strategy of serial tasking, where Musk intensely focuses on a particular task for an hour before switching his mindset to another task. This strategy allows Musk to manage an exceptionally demanding schedule, spanning multiple ventures. Isaacson contrasts Musk's serial tasking strategy with his regime at Twitter and other companies, concluding that Musk's approach might not fit everyone. However, he appreciates that Musk's strategy well serves those able to handle the intensity and thrive under pressure, leading to significant achievements and innovations. Touching on the broader impact of individuals versus groups in history, Isaacson discusses the roles of brilliant individuals like Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, and Albert Einstein. He highlights Musk's contribution in accelerating the transition to electric vehicles and questions whether, without such visionary individuals, we could achieve substantial shifts in the technological landscape. When addressing the topic of retirement, Isaacson believes Musk never wishes to retire, considering his driven personality and the long-term nature of his projects. He finds that Musk's focus ranges from immediate issues to far-reaching concepts, making him a unique figure in the innovative landscape. Finally, Isaacson explains his process in writing biographies. He aims to understand how the minds of brilliant people like Elon Musk work, focusing on their creativity, innovation, and their ability to manage their personal demons. He places importance on storytelling and a chronological look into their lives, emphasizing the evolution and growth of such individuals. His approach enables him to paint a broad stroke of the human story and the larger ideas that shape it. In the midst of their engrossing conversation, Isaacson shares with Fridman some pearls of wisdom he acquired from his time spent with leading figures like Benjamin Franklin and Leonardo. Isaacson notes that these giants showed insatiable curiosity about every subject and embodied the joy of learning, which is something resonates with him as well. He mentions the importance of earnestness, real interest and earnestness in enjoying genuine dialogues with people. He further underlines the value of silence, allowing the interviewee to fill it with more details or thoughts, emphasizing patience and genuine interest on the interviewer's part. Discussing conversations with figures like Elon Musk and Steve Jobs, Isaacson commends their openness and willingness to share. He believes one cannot rush a true conversation. Trust and understanding come with time. He highlights his commitment to honesty and objectivity as he narrates these influential figures' stories. His singular aim is to enable his open-minded readers to gain better insight into the lives and minds of his subjects. Reflecting on Einstein's relationships, Isaacson sees these relationships as complex and revealing. Einstein's first wife, Mileva, was instrumental in his work with special relativity. Although their relationship deteriorated due to Einstein's lack of respect, Mileva's intellectual contribution was undeniable. Einstein's second marriage to Elsa was more of a convenient partnership, less about romantic love but more about shared duties. In total, Isaacson's fascination with relationships in his subjects' lives stems from the influence these personal dynamics can yield on their world-changing endeavors. Isaacson emphasizes that great conversations stem from sincere questions, quiet contemplation, and genuine curiosity. These principles, learned from great thinkers like Franklin, have guided his interactions with modern-day innovators such as Musk. He argues that being disarming and patient, letting interviewees take the lead, and resisting the urge to interrupt are keys to stimulating valuable discourse. He also underlines the importance of extended and repeated interaction in rendering people comfortable and forthcoming, an element the podcast medium might often lack due to time constraints. Isaacson delves into the process behind his writing and the discipline it requires. He confides that he's not a morning person and prefers penning down his thoughts at night. Appreciating the charm of structured narratives, he creates extensive outlines, placing events and notes in chronological order. This meticulous procedure keeps him on track and helps him prevent getting ahead of the story. Upon getting stuck or at a loss for words, Isaacson's mantra is to revert to storytelling. He searches for an anecdote or tale that encapsulates the point he's trying to convey and then dishes it out without an explicit explanation. Isaacson believes that the crux of good storytelling lies in the simplicity and elegance of providing the audience with context and letting them make their own interpretations. In offering advice on leading a meaningful life, Isaacson turns to classical philosophers like Socrates and Plato. He stresses the importance of self-awareness and self-examination, understanding one's actions and why they're being taken. This practice is especially beneficial when determining true motives behind actions and reflecting on life decisions. Isaacson believes that gaining a clearer understanding of his motivations and abilities was instrumental in his career, from the journalist he started as to running a think tank, a network, and eventually writing biographies. He gained insight into his strengths and limitations, accepting that he wasn't great at managing complex organizations and preferred writing. Now Isaacson is motivated to pay it forward, particularly in his hometown, New Orleans. Following Hurricane Katrina, he returned to contribute to the city's recovery and development. He values being part of a community, working on projects ranging from the school system to the Innovation Center at Tulane and even city planning. The need to give back is a less glamorous but nonetheless essential part of his legacy. Isaacson closes the conversation by sharing a quote from T.S. Eliot that resonates with his perspective. "We shall not cease from exploration, and the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started and know the place for the first time." Reflecting on this, he feels a greater sense of understanding and appreciation for his beginnings in New Orleans. The place of his roots has become the focus of his efforts, offering him a sense of purpose in preserving its unique and vibrant culture for future generations. Check out the full podcast by clicking the link in the description below. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you for listening to this podcast summary episode of The Pod Slice.